Hey folks, it's Tom the Frugal Prepper. Hi, I'm going to be doing some seed planting. So, told y'all gardening's coming. It's time to get these cantaloupe seeds started, germinating. I just got some of this Jiffy all-natural seed starting mix at Walmart. You want to use a seed starting mix because it's sterile, and there's not going to be any fungus or bacteria or anything in there that'll hurt your young seedlings. You don't have to, and I've done it with just regular topsoil or whatever before too, and it usually works out okay. But I just want to be sure. We're planting the Hales jumbos, cantaloupe. I like nice big cantaloupe. Last year I grew the honey rocks. I wasn't real happy with them. They were good, and they were pretty plentiful. But I really like these great big giant cantaloupes. So I just didn't have a chance to start any, and honey rock was all the nursery had last year when I went there. So just fill this up with some dirt. I don't know that I'm going to be planting this many cantaloupe plants, but because I have some that don't germinate or make it, I like to plant extras, and I usually have extras left over when I do start plants, and I usually put them on a table out front. It's just free cantaloupe plants, and somebody takes them. And then the ones that I buy from the nursery, I'll just save those containers again for the stuff that I want to start myself. And you kind of want to get them pretty leveled up in here. Get them all close together so there's a minimum spillage. Just get them nice and level. I probably will move these inside. We're going to have some nice weather, so these should be fine. Stay out in the garage at least for tonight. It's getting late. I want to get this done and go to bed. I didn't get a whole lot of sleep last night. I wasn't feeling good. But I need to get these things started before another week ends up going by. Pretty simple. It's just planting seeds. It's nothing too special. I'm just going to take my little glue stick here and make a little spot in each of these. I don't like to do multiple seeds per. You can, and then abort one. I'll just plant the ones that germinate. We'll hope these are good seeds. If not, I might be growing honey rocks again from the nursery. These could use a little bit more dirt right here. Cantaloupe seeds do take a while to germinate, so you want to get them started kind of early, but usually once they germinate, they grow like gangbusters. So you don't want to start them too early. You'll have big giant plants that you have to try to manage. Seeds. I like to kind of look at my seeds. If I got one like this one that's real tiny, he gets tossed. Just plant your strongest, biggest, healthiest looking seeds. You have a better chance that way. The vast majority of cantaloupe are not hybrids, so you really can, most of the time, just replant the ones you get at the grocery. These are definitely heirloom. Oh, I dropped one in another hole by accident there. Oh, good, I don't have to put one in that one then. Oh, wait a minute. I have regrown store-bought cantaloupe. Find one that's tasty and stuff, I regrow them. That first year I had the grow beds. Good stuff. That's a tiny little seed we don't want to have. That's a tiny, and that one's a tiny. So I'm going to put this little seed down in the hole, and we'll just kind of cover them up. And then just get you something to put over them when you water them first few times. A piece of burlap will work nice. If you don't have that, paper towel. Something to help keep the seeds from rolling. When they first germinate, if the seeds roll, it'll kill them. That's one of the main reasons plants don't germinate is the seeds roll. Okay, I'll go get me a piece of burlap. Oh crap, I spilled my seeds. I'll go get me a piece of burlap and then some water, and we'll water these up. Okay, so what I'm going to do first is transfer these plants into this plastic bin. If I can. There. Perfect. You really kind of want it to be level if possible. See if we can do that. There we go. That'll work. So now I'm just going to go ahead, put my piece of burlap down on here, just to keep the seeds from rolling, like so. You really want to kind of get the burlap right up next to the dirt if you can. That's good enough. And now I'll just go ahead and sprinkle me on some water. Water them in real good. And they should be set. That's plenty of water to last them for a while. Yeah. That seed starter mix, the first time you water, is really going to soak up a lot of moisture. So I water them extra good. That's it. I'm going to let them sit here till they sprout. Then we'll get them uncovered and into the light. They may have to move inside. May have to put a big light over them. I don't know yet. If it gets too hot or too cold, I'll have to take them inside. Right now the temperature's good. You want it a little warm for seedlings to sprout. So this garage will stay a little warm during these, 60, 70 degree days. It'll probably stay 75, 80 in here. And should make the plants happy. Alright, that's all I got. I'm just going to clean up my little dirt mess here real quick. Let me get that all cleaned up. or soil, as most gardeners would be like, it's not dirt, it's soil. So there we go. We'll see if we get cantaloupe plants. I will talk to you all later. This is Tom, your frugal prepper.